July 22nd, 2026, A Life of Meditation. The Spirit of Jesus Christ. Dear beloved saints, I pray you are resting in the Lord's peace today. Today, I would like to deeply share about the perspective through which we view the world and the neighbors by our side. In today's text, the author inherited a very precious and beautiful spiritual legacy from their mother during childhood. That was precisely a warm heart that interprets others with good intentions. Whenever relatives or neighbors gathered to find fault in someone and pour out harsh criticism, the mother would always say in a gentle voice, "It is truly a relief that the person is only at that level. If you look closely, they still have many good qualities." Everyone, please take a moment to look back at the world we live in today. At some point, our society has become a cold era rampant with malicious criticism and sharp condemnation. Deep understanding and warm sympathy for others have dried up, and only brutal condemnation and criticism are prevalent. In times like these, we Christians must restore a clear set of values toward the world and our neighbors. The true view of neighbors taught by the Bible is exactly understanding, sympathy, and charitable interpretation. The Apostle Paul solemnly exhorts us through 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 24. Nobody should seek his own good, but the good of others. Unfortunately, however, many people today live their lives strictly seeking only their own benefit. Because of that selfishness, our society is becoming increasingly bleak and turning into a brutal spiritual desert. We ought seek the benefit of our neighbors first, especially in the relationship between the entrepreneurs leading the society and the hardworking laborers. Instead of putting oppression or violence first and insisting only on their own interests, a mindset of coexistence that seeks mutual benefit is needed. This alone is the only way for entrepreneurs to win, laborers to win, and for all of us to survive together. Right now, our country's economy and society are facing a truly critical phase and crisis. Overcoming this deep conflict and crisis does not come from some outwardly flashy superficial system or legal format. The great spirit of the cross of Jesus Christ, who did not condemn us but looked at us with eyes of compassion, generously sacrificing himself on the cross solely for our benefit and life, is the only true secret to overcoming all these crises. My beloved child, just as I covered your countless faults and looked at you with good eyes, please look at one another with eyes of compassion. When you lay down your own small interests and dedicate yourself to the benefit of your neighbors, only then will the true peace and restoration I give come upon your life and this land. I am always with you, and I will give you the strength to walk that path of the cross. Meditation and application. The first meditation is laying down the standard of condemnation and interpreting neighbors with good intentions. Am I easily criticizing and condemning others today by joining a group that exposes someone's flaws or speaks ill of them? The world criticizes brutally, but Jesus has always embraced us with compassion and good intentions despite our many sins and faults. Today, be spiritually awake and withdraw all malicious criticism from your lips. Rather than coldly condemning someone when you see their flaws, become an interpreter of good intentions who covers them by saying, "Still, they have these good qualities." The second meditation is moving beyond self-interest to practice the sacrifice of the cross that seeks the benefit of others. Am I stubbornly insisting only on my own rights and benefits, fighting in my home and workplace, especially in relationships with colleagues or labor management relations? It is not some superficial system or format that changes the world, but only the sacrificial spirit of Christ shown on the cross that can melt hardened hearts. Today, try to practice a small dedication of seeking the other person's benefit first, even if it means yielding a little of your own profit. That seed of sacrifice will restore barren relationships and open the true path where everyone wins.